I'm waiting, and it may be an exercise in abject futility, but I'm waiting to see how long it will be before the Trump base, the supporters, the real dumb fucks, come out of the ether that Trump has blown up their ass and realize that their great Christian leader is fucking them in a manner that they're not going to be able to recover, just like George Bush did. When immediately on assuming office, after Bill Clinton, say what you want about Bill Clinton, but after Bill Clinton put the country on solid financial footing, balanced the budget twice, and the tax revenues were projected to eliminate the national debt. What is it now? 11 trillion? What was it when Clinton came out of office? 2 trillion, a trillion and a half, to eliminate that national debt over a 10-year period. If George W. Bush would have left his fucking hands off of everything, and assuming that the economy would have kept going in a gradual upward direction, which is probably a big assumption. But that's not what George Bush did. As soon as he got into office, an enormous tax cut that immediately fucked everything and put us not only in debt, but set us up for the horror that befell this country in 2008 when we had the Great Recession. People did not recover from that. They did not recover. And people are not going to recover from this shutdown the longer it goes on. Savings are being depleted. Look, this is the United States. We don't save money here. We don't put money aside. I don't know what the fuck most people do. It's just paycheck to paycheck and wait for that terrible communistic Social Security to kick in and that dirty, rotten, filthy Medicare to kick in. Well, boys and girls, that doesn't happen until you're in your 60s. So I'm wondering to what degree millions of Americans will not be able to recover from this shutdown that is all Trump's. It is Trump's 100%. He took ownership of it before it ever happened. He said he would be proud if the nation shut down. Of course he would. He's a fucking gangster. Not to mention a sociopath. But I just wonder how many of the Trump base who are going to have everything, just like the Bush base, the people who had carefully, I would assume, built up some financial stability, at least what appeared to be financial stability. It was all based on the value of their homes, their IRA saturated retirement funds, or not IRA, I'm sorry, mutual funds. The mutual funds within which they were building up their retirement nest egg, their college funds, all of that stuff down the fucking toilet thanks to George W. Bush. People lost their homes. In the neighborhood I lived in, we had foreclosure after foreclosure, one after another. We watched across the street from us, nice middle-class ranch house in one of Atlanta's subdivisions where we lived at the time. Nice working-class family. And then one day, we noticed, we didn't even see the sheriffs come out and do this, but we got up one morning and every fucking thing they owned was on the street. All their furniture, all the kids' toys, stuffed animals. Is there a sadder sight than that? And they were gone. We never even had a chance to say goodbye. They were gone. And that shit sat there and sat there. And the scavengers came by and picked through it. But that's just one example. And now here Trump, this self-declared billionaire fucking gangster, who has no empathy, no sympathy, he is incapable of any fucking human emotion except those that flow through his dick. And those are shared by all mammals, so what the fuck, that doesn't even count. You have this guy now dictating what is going to be another rupture in the lives of people who voted him in. Well, I just wonder if the people who voted him in, who are now going to suffer the consequences of this sick fuck, if they're going to realize that he's the one that has caused their discomfort and maybe their bankruptcy and maybe losing their homes. Or are they going to continue their fucking stupid chants of lock her up? Unbelievable. Hi, Truth Seekers. Mike Malloy here. As you know, we've switched formats and are now broadcast exclusively on the Progressive Voices Network. So that means you get fewer program interruptions, no corporate commercials, and lots of profanity. But our format change also means some of our radio listeners no longer hear the program. It's been a while since I mentioned our podcasts, so you may have forgotten that there is a way to listen to this program anytime you need a good dose of screaming. Visit MikeMalloy.com and subscribe to our podcasts. You have your choice. You can listen to the ranting with the audio podcast or listen and watch me lose control with a video podcast subscription. As a podcast subscriber, you can download the program to your mobile device and take me with you wherever you go. And if you have a friend who needs a dose of truth-seeking, you can give a gift subscription as well. That's MikeMalloy.com, and never miss a minute of the uncensored fun and frivolity.